Bob's Downtown Diner. Good old American cooking nestled in the entertainment district of historic downtown Mobile. Made from scratch breakfast served all day, every day, starting at 7 a.m. and featuring home cooked lunch specials to boot. Located at 263 St. Francis Street, or as we call it, the corner of Fat and Happy. Call 251 405 1497.
Whether you're in search of a great new bottle of wine or you want a rundown of the best brunch spots in the area, Mike and Stu have the answer. With a combined half-century in the industry, they bring their wealth of experience to bring you the latest trends, expert opinions, and interviews with people in the know. They are the dynamic duo of dining.
It's a wine and food show, Stu. It's a food and wine show, trust me. Look right here, it's Sip and Chew. It's wine and food. Because chew rhymes with stew. That's the only reason. You glorified fry cook, grape killer.
Now it's time to Sip and Chew with Mike and Stu on FM Talk 1065.
Well, it is Father's Day, and that's a perfect day for us to discuss, because father refers to food, specifically dried hay and straw that is fed to cattle and horses. So happy Father's Day, Dave.
Fathers. Yes, happy Father's Day. Yes, happy Father's Day from the guys here at Sip and Chew with Mike and Stu. I'm Mike.
I'm Stu.
There you go. But yes, I hate the weather's like it is, but
Why?
well, I mean, you probably like it. I guess
I like all weather
okay,
because we need all of it.
yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
Would you rather have the droughts they're having in Canada right now?
No, or the fires either.
Well, that's what's causing the fires.
Yeah.
The drought.
Yeah. But what goes around comes around. It always does.
Yeah.
We have our drought. We have our rainy seasons.
Every day we have a
just
rainy
stop it.
season.
Yeah, from January the 1st to December 31st.
Yep, we have a rainy season.
So, anyway,
Well said, Mike. Well
Yeah.
said. Can I quote you on that?
Yeah, quote me on that.
All right.
Not so long, just abbreviated. But but we're gonna have a pretty interesting show today. We got a guest at the bottom of the hour, and
He was teased last week.
he was teased. We teased him last week about it, or we teased y'all about him last week.
Yeah, and it's not his fault that he wasn't.
No,
on here.
he's not.
It's actually Pete's fault.
Oh,
But we're going to talk with Nick DeMario of
Mhm.
PP Hospitality.
mhm,
The PP stands for Panini Pete.
yes.
Panini Pete said, "Hey, Nick's a great guest. You should book him for your show Sunday."
Mhm.
So we did, and then Pete took Nick to New York.
Wow.
Yeah, they were at Hyde Park. Do you know what's in Hyde Park, New York?
Yeah.
What?
I know Paul McCartney's performed there.
The Culinary Institute of America.
There you go.
The
I
most
just-
prestigious
That's
cooking
Hyde
school.
Park in Germany or England.
They
Yeah, CIA.
named that one after the one in New York.
CIA.
Yeah,
Yes.
the CIA. They were recruiting new chefs for their restaurant ventures, and Pete had totally forgotten about it. So Nick's going to give
But
us a call.
Pete's
here
had,
in a little bit.
he's had a busy couple of weeks. Well, he's got
I
a
don't-
busy day every day.
I don't- busy from doing what?
Well,
Launching an
He's got-
empire,
yeah.
hosting Hollywood Glitter Army.
There you go. There you go. That was still fun. I'm still thinking. I still have people talking to me about it. It was fun.
I had someone that watched the Twitter feed of the show
hmm
6 days late
hmm
and messaged me on Twitter yesterday. You hung out with Guy Fieri? Yep.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah, it's
And we report it. We talk about it.
we do it for you.
Yes.
Somebody has to party,
Besides Pete.
right?
And Nick.
It's a tough job. Somebody's got to do it.
That's it. That's it. But anywho,
So it was great. Enjoy the
we'll
rain.
be there too.
Things are looking real serious
For you.
for Box Out.
Good.
Real serious.
Good.
There's a tiny chance we will open Friday.
Awesome.
But since we're at the whim of regulatory authorities and city and county of Mobile, probably next weekend.
come to Mobile, open your business, and we'll try to put you out of business before you get the doors open by preventing you from opening your doors. Yeah, business friendly atmosphere. Yeah,
Yeah.
once you finally make it, you know, once you finally make it, yeah.
But we're about to make it.
If you can make it here, you can
It's
make
really
it.
nervous
If
right
you
now.
can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Like, if you get your doors open here, you can get your doors open anywhere. I guess
Yeah.
I'm frustrated
Frustrated.
with the Board of Health and the
That's
city.
you know,
and all
there's
them.
famous and then there's infamous. You got frustrated and puff frustrated,
Yeah,
which is another degree.
personally,
Perturbed and frustrated.
yeah, I just this city. I love my city, but they just aggravate me because it's like, yeah, they want you to open business. They want you to pay your taxes, the revenue, employ people, but they won't let you open up. and one hand doesn't know what the other hand's doing.
To be fair, most of the delay has not been the city. It's been contractors and weather
Well,
and the same things that every business faces. And now we're at the part where, okay, it's no longer our fault. Now it's your fault.
has the Board of
So-
Health signed off on it
No, that's what we have to wait until the city finishes their 4 inspections. And then we have got an agreement with the health department where they come in, they're going to do all 5 pods the same day. It's not going to be, they come in and they inspect these, and then a week later they come in and inspect me. They're going to do it all in one day.
yet? Mm-hmm.
So once they're done, then it's game on.
Quick question. How much of that is union with the construction?
I have no idea.
Probably
This
not
is a
much in
right
this
to
area.
work state, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if there was limitations.
Yeah, I mean, you can have a union in Alabama, but I don't know why.
Yeah.
You know, because anything you do for the due paying employees, you have to do for the ones that refuse to join. Okay. So,
Mhm.
you know, so I could see where you wouldn't be real motivated like that. You know, unless it was about something more than just the money. Then you'd be
Oh.
motivated. And that's humanity right there. We are all very selfish creatures.
I'm not
As he says, I'm not.
selfish at all.
I like my sauce on the side. I'm a dipper. I like to dip.
Hey, did you see the was it AL.com that did the thing about the best pizza in the area?
I don't know.
Mobile's best pizza places, our top 5. This AL.com. Not that they have a lot of relevance, but
Not
it's
that they
great
have
that they're-
eaten at any place on this list. Some dude in Birmingham put it together, probably based on what he saw on
Yeah.
TripAdvisor or something.
Absolutely.
That's how most of these lists are done. They never eat at the
Well,
place.
here's our top 5. Joe's Pizza and Eats and Pasta. I've heard great things about that place.
Yep.
Sim's House of Pizza.
Who taught Joe everything that he knows? Seriously, Joe worked for Chris, and
Okay,
then
yeah.
he went and opened Joe's.
Ashland Midtown Pub. I have eaten there. They've
I
got
know
really
had the
good
pizza, have had the calzone. Yeah, outstanding.
Now these next 2
Mm.
are kind of make me chuckle, and one of them will know the reason why they both
Yeah.
pay. Raven Knight Pizzeria in Fairhope.
Yeah.
That makes them and good people. I hear great things about them.
You
They
never
got
eaten it?
great
They
entertainment.
just
Yeah, it's been
get the
a while.
Southwestern chicken pizza.
It's
Steve.
been a while.
The sauce is queso.
Mm.
Steve, not even listening.
Sorry, I was getting a text from someone here that's trying to help.
Oh,
Go ahead.
oh,
The text that has been down. Apparently,
Oh,
when it was
okay.
shut down,
Okay.
it's working. So.
okay. That's good information to have.
Yeah.
Ravenite pizza that Mike was just talking about in Fairhope.
Right.
You want to try the Southwestern chicken pizza?
I have actually over there.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
Queso is the sauce. That is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yes, it is.
And
Yeah.
here's the kicker. Number 1, Delfina Pizzeria. Pizzeria Delfina. Richie Gambino.
Richie
okay,
Gambino.
who used to be owner of one of the owners at Raven Knight.
And here's a tie-in. I said Joe's Pizza. Joe had worked for Chris for a
Mhm.
while. Well, Chris worked for his father, Mr. Brill, that owned Janino's,
Mhm.
owns the Janino's in Baldwin County,
Mhm.
Papa's Place, and all that. They're all using the exact same recipes. That was Stephanie Pinto's family. That brought that in.
You do what you learn.
Right. And so all of those are tied in by the same pizza crust and the same sauce. They all use grana padano, which is the most expensive mozzarella that you can use. It's just really buttery. So pretty much they pick the same pizza place with different names and their own little individual spins of what they're doing.
They probably use the same supplier.
I don't know. Chris had a couple of different ones that I'd never dealt with before. And so I don't know about the
There's a food company that they specialize in Italian.
Roma.
Yeah.
Which is why Roma Cafe went with that. So that everything would have their logo on it.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah. Folks, our call-in line is 251-343-0106. Usually it's our text-in line, but at the moment it's hiccuping. They should have it going here.
It took Father's Day off.
Do you blame it?
It might.
It needs to get some dry hay and straw.
There you go.
Yeah. Good old fodder.
Well,
we're going to play some music anytime?
Yeah, right now.
Oh, okay. Mike and I were both running out of vamps.
For more than 50 years, Mobile Bay Magazine has showcased the history, style, arts, dining, and entertainment that defines excellence on both sides of Mobile Bay. Each month's issue is filled with our unique Southern Alabama culture, beautifully captured and told through engaging articles and stunning photography. When you subscribe to Mobile Bay Magazine, you'll be swept into the pages where recipes, familiar places and faces, and untold stories abound. Start your journey today by visiting mobilebaymag.com. That's mobilebaymag.com.
These are emails filling your employees' inboxes, downloads beaming from device to device, and any one of them could be a cyber attack. Is it possible to keep your small business safe? It is with Comcast Business Security Edge. It helps keep your connected devices protected, and you can monitor threat activity in real time. So this is the last thing you need to worry about. With Comcast Business, advanced security isn't just possible, it's happening.
Get started with fast speeds and advanced security for $39 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. Plus, ask how to get up to a $500 prepaid card for a qualifying gig bundle. Call or go online today to learn more. Internet and security edge customers only. Equipment installation, taxes, and other fees extra and subject to change. After 12 months, regular rates apply.
Work is a part of all of us. It's a winning spirit, a passion to help others. We're turning the corner to make the impossible possible. Working drives us to push beyond what we thought was imaginable and allows us to come together again for the things that really matter. That's why the Alabama Department of Labor, the Alabama Career Center system, is here to help you discover bigger opportunities than ever before.
The nature of work has changed, and we've all had to adapt. We remain resilient. Whether you're entering the workforce, planning to shift careers, or tapping into a new talent pool, our programs and resources help candidates and employers find the right fit for long-term success.
Work is a part of all of us. To turn the corner, visit your local career center or alabamaworks.alabama.gov. Funded by USDA and EPA. Auxiliary aids and services available on our plus. Brought to you by the station, the Alabama Broadcasters Association.
It's that time of year. It's on everyone's mind. You've made your plans and preparations if a hurricane impacts our area. Now, what you need more than anything else is accurate information. Here is the storm calling. How intense are the winds? What kind of storm surge can you expect? When you need to know, you need Dr. Bill Williams, founder of the University of South Alabama's Coastal Weather Research Center and Mobile's only full-time radio meteorologist. When the information matters, and it has to be right, Mobile's first choice is Dr. Bill Williams on FM Talk 106.5. To get on the line, call 343-0106. Now back to Mike and Stu.
Mike and Stu, that's us.
Hey, it is. Hey, I want to mention real quickly that Pizzeria Delfina is inside the Insider,
right?
Which is right next to the Outsider.
Right. Well, it's inside the Outsider.
Yeah, it's inside the Outsider.
Or the Outsider is outside the Insider.
Yeah.
Which is not unlike what we're doing at Box Out. It is a food hall, and that is the basis of the concept. Think of a mall food court, minus the Parisians and the Sears Roebuck.
You know,
Get rid of them all.
I used to love Walgreens in the mall. That was because you could be seen out in the walkway.
That was not Walgreens.
Woolworths.
Yeah,
Woolworths.
Woolworths.
Yeah, that's right.
They had a pretty dadgum good burger.
And another place to be seen is Bob's Downtown Diner.
Where
Corner
is that?
It's at the corner of Fat Happy. Don't you know by now? Lord. But yeah, I did not go this morning because I went yesterday because I had to go take care of
Some business.
So you know, I'm their great value daddy. I can't be a sugar daddy, and I can't even be a Splenda daddy to them. But I told them I could be their great value daddy.
Yeah.
So I had some
Great
business.
value sacking daddy.
So anyway, folks, I understand the texting line is open again.
It's now
So
working again.
251-343-0106. You can text us there or just call us like real people.
Yeah, like Nick DeMario is going to do in the next segment.
We got our fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Anyway, also, I was at the Le Bichon last night.
Wine and Tapas Bar?
Wine and tapas, yes.
Yeah.
They were.
You hear him correcting me into how to say it wrong, right? Let me guess, it was Vietnam as well.
I do it. I'm like Frank Sinatra. I do it my way. Okay.
Yeah. The people that send rockets into space are NASA.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not so nice.
Keep your money in your wallet.
Yeah, wallet. Yeah,
You wash your car.
Or
in Boston, they wash the car. They just move the
after
R
they
forward.
find their khakis.
Is that
Anyway,
their pants or what they crank the engine with?
anyway, Le Bichon Wine and Tapas Bar, great friends of the show. Bob's, we done said Bob's.
Yeah, but it's still a good place. Nothing has changed in the last 37 seconds. Still great.
No, it is.
Hall's
Sausage.
Is that where you were heading with
Yes, yes.
that? Yeah. You can I had a nice little conversation with Deborah the other day about making sure that I get some kind of sticker that says proudly serving Hall's sausage
Awesome.
for the mac and cheese.
Wholesome. That's wholesome.
That is wholesome. That's what that is. There you go, Deborah. Yo, it's 12 cents for a new catchphrase for Hall's sausage.
Wholesome. Halls is wholesome. But anyway,
Sausage that's wholesome.
see there,
Yeah.
we need to come up with a marketing company on
You
the
know,
side too.
I have often thought after watching episodes of Bewitched as a child, I could do what Darren did. Just come up with.
What did he do?
He was an ad agent.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah, he came up with advertising ideas. I've
Okay.
always thought that would be fun. Well, there was a movie. Boy, we're deviating. Tom Hanks and Jackie Gleason, Nothing in Common, where they played father and son, and Tom Hanks was an ad agent, and he made it look like the coolest job in the world.
So did Mike Brady.
No, he was an architecture.
I know. I wanted to be an architect.
Oh yeah.
Hey, all of us guys in high school wanted to be architects after watching Brady Bunch. I think we just wanted to get a
And
Marshall.
all of us, when we found out Greg was dating Florence Henderson in real life, wanted to be Greg Brady.
I wanted to date Marsha. Marsha. Anywho, I was too young for dating at that time. In my life. But I didn't want to be an
You
architect.
were 27 when the Brady Bunch was on. 127.
Okay. Cat's got my tongue today somehow. Give it back. Anyway,
It's furball.
I'm not going
Let's not forget about Butch Cassidy's Cafe
yes,
in the heart of Flow Shell.
yes. I wonder how Roy's doing today. Hadn't seen Roy in a while since yesterday. I wonder
Since
how.
yesterday
Roy, we hope you're having a great Father's Day.
in Gulfport or Biloxi.
Biloxi, and I hope that David is having a good Father's Day down in the Keys this week, down there with his wife for her birthday in the
Oh,
Keys.
poor guy.
From Le Bichon. And I don't know where Tony Sawyer's at, but from Bob's, but he's
Somewhere.
yeah. And I hope Deborah's husband is having a great Father's Day. And Cole, I hope Cole's a new father.
Yep.
Yeah. Happy birthday. I mean, happy Father's Day, Cole.
Yeah. Oh, it's Father's Day.
Father's Day.
Why didn't you correct me earlier?
Like daddy.
Yeah, Papa.
Like daddy, old Papa. Yeah. So anyway. Hey,
Hey,
while we're being silly,
us?
yes, this is your day. Today is National Fishing Day.
You will not happen
National-
today. I did shoot a cool new episode of Delta Safari.
Did you?
I'm glad I got it out of the way before this rain showed up.
because I'd be doing another top 5 list. But
Oh, okay.
I 3 Mile Creek, under the train trestle next to Moffett Road. I crawled up under the train trestle, hung out with some homeless people.
I was gonna say
They weren't there. They weren't home.
Okay.
The homeless people
They
weren't
weren't.
home.
That's why they call them homeless.
Actually, I think they have vacated the area because it's summertime. They're headed for northern climates. I have not seen anybody out there for a while.
they took the train. Anyway,
That's respectable.
Hobo?
Hobo,
In the
and,
Hobo? Oh, man.
yeah, and that's
we wouldn't have all of Guthrie and all those songs if it wasn't.
we wouldn't have Jack Kerouac, On the Road, one of the great
Mhm.
novels of the 50s,
Yeah.
all about hitchhiking across the country with the great superhero of the book, Don Shimoda. He was neither of you read On?
I have not.
Oh,
I'm
great
getting
book.
educated at this.
Great
particular
book.
point.
Love Jack Kerouac.
Hmm.
He was the beat poet laureate, so to speak.
Okay.
He was the lead novelist of the beat era.
Okay.
Maynard T. Krebs,
Cool, man.
remember him? Yeah, there you go. Cool, man.
Okay. Today is World Sustainable Gastronomy Day.
Yeah,
You know what that is?
yeah,
I
that
bet
is
Bill Fitch really knows.
it's food.
Yeah, it's about food.
Yeah,
Sustainable
food.
Grow your food, but don't grow it in a raised flower bed. Or anyway, today's not a good day for this. It's hey boo boo. Have you got the picnic basket?
Well, it's a great day for it, just maybe not in this area.
Yeah. Today's National Picnic Day.
Areas where it's 72 and clear, it's great.
Yeah. And why is Turkey Lovers Day in June?
So it's Yogi Bear Day, is what you're saying?
No, today's picnic basket.
Oh, picnic basket day.
The picnic basket.
Turkey Lovers Day is in June because everybody eats turkey in November,
Yeah.
whether they love it or not. You gotta love turkey.
Boyd's got a great turkey sandwich
Yep.
over there, which has so does the big potato company down in Foley and
Someone we're going to talk to in the next segment has a
They got
pretty good turkey
Oh, I
sandwich
bet
at
they do.
Panini Pete's.
they do. Oh, today's National Sushi Day.
Ooh,
That's some sushi day.
I
today.
enjoy sushi.
There you
so
go.
much. I enjoy the American style where everything's deep fried.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And I enjoy the traditional where everything's raw. I just like it all, except maybe a California roll. I'm just neutral to
But you know,
it.
tomorrow,
Salad.
tomorrow's my day. My day tomorrow.
Oh,
Tomorrow is World.
crunchy peanut butter,
No,
fried egg,
no,
pineapple
No.
on a biscuit day.
Do you like yours stirred or shaken?
Ah, it's martini day, huh?
Tomorrow is Martini Day.
Shaking, man, and here's why. I want them to shake the bejesus out of it because I want
Mm.
tiny little crystals of
There
ice
you
to
go.
make it into
And I'll tell you, does real
Tiny
well.
little
It's
crystals away.
ice. From the ice when
yeah.
they shake
I
it.
got
the ice box.
Mm.
Stony over there at the ice box. Beautiful martinis they make over there.
You know, one of the trends that people got into for a while, and it made martinis not good,
Mhm.
other than the calling anything that's not a martini. Don't put
Yeah.
a cocktail in a martini glass. Tell me it's a martini. If it's red, it's not a martini.
No.
But the other one was people were trying to make the dirty martini.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good. Don't
That's
give me
not-
a glass full of olive juice with
Yeah.
a shot of vodka. in it.
Yeah.
I want a hint
Yeah.
of the olive juice.
Oh, the mixologists over at Post do a wonderful job with martinis.
Well, that's all they do.
And
They're cocktail
and the
centric.
haberdasher. The
Yeah,
haberdasher.
also
does
another great cocktail.
great cocktails. Oh.
Yeah.
Word. Squid Ink.
Squid Ink.
Great martinis. Great
I
great
wouldn't know,
mixologists.
I don't know that because what I usually go for are the whiskey centric.
Okay.
Drinks on there. That Mob Hatton, whatever they
Mhm.
call that. Manhattan with Mobile attitude.
Yeah.
Squid Ink in it. That's good. Is that Clyde May that's in that one? I think.
Could be.
Yeah, I think it's Clyde May in that.
But
Ooh.
also want to wish happy birthday to Sir Paul McCartney.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Sir Mix a lot.
No, Sir, he makes a lot. Paul's makes a lot. Oh, Martina. Sir Paul McCartney, 81 years old. And I saw a show
Dude,
this morning on
Come
CBS
on,
Sunday
come on.
morning, and they were showing when they were here touring,
Mhm.
when they came to America, he had a
64.
camera. And he took pictures behind the scene, everything. Now everything's on display at the museum. He forgot all about these pictures.
You know why? Because Paul McCartney died in the 60s.
Oh,
This
no
guy
big deal.
is
He's still very
famous.
popular. He's
We
still-
know it because you run the record backwards. And
No.
John tells you all is dead.
Yeah,
All is
whatever.
dead.
How come John's dead and Paul's not? So anyway,
The only one left is Ringo.
and he'll be 82.
251-343-0106. What the heck is that, Mike?
That's the text and calling line. We want to hear from you. Next coming up is Nick.
Hopefully.
This WKRG News Update is brought to you by Arrow Exterminators. Stop termites and pests before they attack. Schedule a free pest inspection today. Call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
FM Talk 1065, the Gulf Coast Weather Authority, and Dr. Bill Williams.
The Gulf Coast can expect partly cloudy skies today with showers and thunderstorms. High temperatures this afternoon will be around 90 degrees. Tonight, a few showers and thunderstorms, lows in the mid-70s. And for Monday, showers and thunderstorms are likely with highs in the lower 90s. This is meteorologist Dr. Bill Williams for FM Talk 1065.
FM Talk 1065, the Gulf Coast Weather Authority.
Hey, my buddy Joey Mason from Mason Hills Farm back in studio, which means you got some great news for us.
Yeah, Sean, we had a lot of success with the last sale that we did. The listeners came out in support for us, and so that allowed us to get some of our premium cuts, some of our cuts that everybody likes to get, and we've put those together in a box.
Okay, so I got to ask you, what's in there?
So we have tomahawks in there, we've got ribeyes, we got fillets.
These are great. So we can step up our grill game for any time, but especially for Independence Day.
Yes, sir. And in this box, we're going to offer 8 hamburger patties, roughly 2 pounds. And so that would allow you to have a plentiful supply for your Independence Day.
That's good because we've got a lot of people coming, and these things are already pre-cut, throw them on the grill, and then we've got, of course, the ribeye, the fillet, and the tomahawks. All right, Joey, so how do we order one of these boxes?
Yes, sir. MasonHillsFarm.com. Right there on the front page, you will see the box. You cannot miss it.
Once again, that's MasonHillsFarm.com.
Lanyap is your source for award-winning local news, in-depth investigative reporting, commentary, cuisine reviews, and arts and entertainment coverage, as well as the best sports pages in Alabama. Lanyap is your local newspaper. No one covers this area like we do. Find us around town in one of our Regal Purple boxes, or you can purchase a Lanyap digital subscription for just 21 cents a day. Not only do you help us continue to give you a great paper, you also get access to lanyapmobile.com on up to 5 devices, as well as all this daily web-only content, breaking news, and access to the Lanyap archives and our weekly podcast. Again, it's just 21 cents a day to sign up for a Lanyap digital subscription. So sign up today at my.lanyapmobile.com. That's my.lanyapmobile.com, and help keep Mobile funky.
Okay.
Blue Water Yacht Sales is receiving shipments of hard-to-find Yamaha motors from 25 to 300 horsepower, 4-strokes, and the new 25 horsepower with power, trim, and tilt. Call today to see what's in stock at Blue Water Yacht Sales on the I-65 Service Road North.
To get on the line, call 343-0106. Now back to Mike and Stu.
Boy, we had us a feisty little discussion there about mahi-mahi versus dolphin, didn't we?
And we did.
Yeah, which is the same thing.
And there's a difference between dolphin and dolphin.
Yeah, yeah. What flipper was a porpoise.
Yes.
Bottlenose porpoise that we call dolphin. Mahi-mahi is a fish. Flipper was a mammal.
And everybody knows.
Yeah.
Everybody knows flipper.
Mahi-mahi is dolphin. You've seen their beautiful blue fish with some gold across the ventral dorsal fin. And
Oh, let me tell you what. When you're out
just
there,
they're just. In
when you're
fact,
out there-
I've got a painting of one on my wall.
when you're out there at Farewell Buoy and the water's slick as
Mhm.
glass out there, and you're reeling a dolphin in, man, it just sparkles. When the water over the top of it is skimming along the top, and you're reeling that thing in, it's beautiful with all the color in it. Oh my God.
Makes you want to cut the line.
No. I'm thinking about all the ways I can cook it.
Yeah,
anyway.
I like mahi.
Well,
You
yeah.
said that there's no mahi along the Gulf Coast.
Well, it's mahi is just the Hawaiian name for the same species we call dolphin, or
Okay.
traditionally called dolphin.
Okay.
And to get away from the confusion, they went with the Hawaiian name of mahi-mahi. which is a cool name too.
Yeah.
You have to, and
Mike don't like it.
yeah, it's well, he doesn't want to have to bother with the other 4 letters. Just say Mahi. What is it? Mahi Mahi? Is it extra Mahi? What's going on with that, Mike?
I don't know what it is. It's just, maybe it might be something from my childhood.
Bring up his PTSD in a minute.
It's a Laurel thing. I wouldn't understand. So while we were waiting on Nick to call in, we're going to make stuff up.
That's what you were doing anyway.
Who's got a birthday today? Anybody besides Paul McCartney? I'm sure somebody does.
Paul is dead.
No, he's not.
That is a duplicate.
Well, that guy who's performing sure does sell out a lot of stadiums.
What are you doing for Father's Day?
What am I doing?
What would be a
radio
Father's
show?
Day? Well, after the show. What's a good Father's Day? Beyond grilling.
Shots until he passes out.
One of my exes.
I was talking about Phil.
One of my exes is taking me out to lunch.
Well, that's nice. That's one way to
Actually, it's my former wife who's the mother of our child. So,
right.
So she's taking me out today I took her out for Mother's Day.
Where
she's taking. I don't know yet.
Oh, okay. Is that one of those discussions that my wife and I have? Where do you?
You know, the thing is, it never ends. Even after divorce, that never ends.
No.
Now here's something. You've been in the barbecue industry on the front lines, as I have.
Mm-hmm.
Why do barbecue restaurants not open for Father's Day?
Because Father's at home grilling.
Yeah,
they're on the grill at home.
But they would rather go to a barbecue restaurant and have the barbecue.
Not really. When I used to love get on that grill and I'd rather cook it myself
on Father's Day.
And see,
the thing is, a year that he cooked.
Restaurants are slammed on Mother's Day.
Right.
You better call in the Army and get extra staff. But Father's Day,
same day as any other day.
Yeah, because Daddy's either going to pay if you take him out. If you take Daddy out to eat, he's going to end up paying for it anyway.
Well, yeah.
So he's either going to cook it at home or he's going to pay for it when y'all.
There's a difference between the mother's side and the father's side. One's emotional, the other's practical.
Yeah, and we're not going to say which is which because we get enough comments as it is.
You're right.
Just wait till the fall when people get upset about us mentioning football. Even though we preface it with in the state of Alabama, food and football are synonymous. If you're talking about one, you're talking about the other.
Mm-hmm.
We will still get right. We will still get comments from people going, I thought this was a food show. It is. That's why we're talking about football. Right. It makes perfect sense.
Really?
One goes in.
Tailgating.
You don't just go to the game. You have to tailgate.
Right. And but there's a strong travel. You wouldn't know this being from Big Ten country. But here in the South, we take
from Big 12 country.
No, they tailgate well. I've tailgated at Oklahoma games before.
Mm-hmm.
The fajita stations are just ridiculous.
The only thing we do in Kansas is what we do with everything: steak.
Barbecue.
Well, there's barbecue. That's more Kansas City. I'm from almost Colorado, so
Oh, okay.
I'm going to Kansas City next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not going to be here?
For one weekend, I won't be here.
Oh wow, you didn't let me know that.
I think it's the last weekend of the month. I think it's the last weekend of the month.
The month where I may be open running a restaurant.
Stretch told me to reach out to him before I go so he can tell me what barbecue places to go to.
Heads up, Steve, we may need a best of for the weekend of the 4th of July. Because I'm going to be working.
Yeah.
I didn't know you weren't going to be here, so we'll probably have to give
I said the end of July.
July.
Yeah, the end of July.
Oh, end of July.
This is in June,
yeah. I thought you meant like week after next.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
No, the end of July.
July.
The month that follows
that's
June.
totally
The month that follows June.
That's totally unrelated. I went to Mary G. Man, give me a break.
So anyway, in
their calendars didn't have numbers on.
Hey,
they had a sundial.
Ben Griffiths lets us know that Camp 31 Barbecue, which I've never heard of, is doing a special today for Father's Day.
Camp 31?
Where are they?
I'm about to Google it, man. Y'all give me a check.
You're not fast.
Now there's a 31 brewery over on 31 in their Spanish.
Bruton, Alabama.
Oh.
Bruton.
I'm going to be going to Bruton today. Now I know we're probably going to have to River Shack.
Have you been to Bruton?
This afternoon? I've been to Bruton. I used to call on doctors there.
I was in Bruton in 1986, right after I graduated
Right
high
before
school.
they put red lights up.
Maybe.
Wow.
Oh, I don't know, man. I think we
Indoor
ended up
plumbing.
staying in East Bruton.
Oh,
Yeah, so I don't know if that's the hoity-toity side or if that's the wrong side of the tracks. But in 1986, it was all a really nice town. And
it's still a beautiful little town.
yeah, and I was on a mission trip with the church that I was
Blueberry
in.
Festival.
Oh, they got a blueberry festival.
Isn't there a watermelon festival this weekend? I thought there was a
Fall,
Probably next weekend. Grand Bay.
Stan and
does
Phil
theirs.
play there sometimes for the Blueberry Festival.
Yeah, the Grand Bay Watermelon Festival. That's something we should probably talk about because that's the only time people voluntarily go to Grand Bay.
Really?
My brother was there. And
Where
he
is
was
Grand Bay? Where is Grand Bay? I ride around and ride around. I can never find it.
It's right up the road.
Oh, the Grand Bay itself is in the water.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm talking about, I have ridden and I've
here it
gone
is,
to the
Steve.
Watermelon Festival. But
The Grand Bay Watermelon Festival, the 49th annual Grand Bay Watermelon Festival, will be held at 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. on July 3rd, 2023. That's this year. And full day on July 4th, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So they do the whole weekend.
Well, the last time I went, there were no watermelons there yet. They hadn't brought them in, so I went a day early.
It was the Watermelon-less festival,
and vendors were still setting up.
Seedless watermelon.
Yeah, and watermelon was watermelon, rineless, fruitless. But yeah, that's coming up July 4th weekend, the 3rd and 4th down in Grand Bay. Now I haven't been to that. I've been to the Blessing of the Fleet in Ballabatry a couple of times. That's awesome.
Yes,
that is really awesome. But my brother and his family have lived in Grand Bay for decades and never once invited me to the Watermelon Festival, and I think it's because they haven't. Yeah. So that's why I haven't made it down there for the Watermelon Festival. But one of these days. But,
yeah.
But that Blessing of the Fleet, and that's coming up soon too.
I've done a gumbo cook-off there one year.
I have judged a gumbo cook-off there.
I came in second place.
I have no idea who was competing.
So barbecue is the only Father's Day traditional meal.
You know,
well, you know, burgers and hot dogs.
Well, yeah,
whatever Dad can cook is the traditional Father's Day food because
Yeah.
it's the one day of the year he's going to contribute, basically.
Really?
Carving up the turkey at Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Traditionally.
I
Now,
don't
in the
know.
South things are considerably different.
You've got July 4th, obviously, where you do
Right.
barbecuing and stuff like that. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but it's just traditionally it's just been the barbecue days, and since June is barbecue season,
barbecue month.
yeah. So like that, man, and I think that's the only reason it's been associated with it. I think we did crawfish bowls.
What do you think of white barbecue sauce?
I'm
You
a
know,
fan.
that's
I don't
interesting.
think it's great with chicken. It
I'll
doesn't
be
fall
honest with you.
before
I have
chicken.
never had Big Bob Gibson's.
I've had it at Big Bob Gibson's.
Yeah, I haven't been up there. Yeah, I've met Chris Lilly. I got a
Yeah.
picture made with Chris Lilly, and that's when I was running the brick pit, and we like
Dubrick pit.
and that's like you had the two
Dub
biggest
Bears,
yeah.
well-known barbecue places from each side of the state. But I've had Moe's, which is really good.
Mm-hmm.
But I've had a lot of other white barbecue sauces that just aren't as good as Moe's. But
Some of them put too much sugar in it.
Yeah.
Like the Paula Deen one's terrible.
Really?
I
It's
have
horrible.
not tried.
Duke's makes a decent one. Duke's mayonnaise.
Really?
The official mayonnaise of the South.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many. That's their slogan, official mayonnaise of the South. I've got a buddy who's lived in Alabama his entire life, and until about 6 months ago, had never heard of Duke's.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a guy, you can hand him a sandwich, he can take a bite, and he can identify the brand of mayonnaise you used.
Mm-hmm.
To me, mayonnaise is mayonnaise.
Well, I could probably do.
But to him, it's serious.
There's a difference between helmets.
And he'll take a bite, and he'll go, what is this, great value? This is terrible. It's not creamy. He
Mhm.
took a bite in that Duke's, and his head just kind of, this ain't Hellman's. It ain't Kraft. But it's good. That's
I
Duke's.
think Bama's pretty close to Duke's, but Duke's all I keep.
Yeah.
But
Bama's,
So
it's good.
you're
not
saying the white
celebrated.
sauce is made with mayonnaise?
Yeah, it's mayonnaise
Okay,
basically.
I did not know
It's
that.
mayonnaise, cider vinegar, black pepper, a little brown sugar, and I think some horseradish.
But if I ever get up to Decatur, is that where Big Bob
Yeah,
is? If
yeah.
I ever get it, I'm gonna make a point to go there and try the white barbecue sauce
With the chicken.
because that's what they're known for.
Well, that's what
With the
set them
chicken.
apart, right?
Yeah,
But
with the
I
chicken.
mean, all the giant trophies in the lobby are for pork.
Yeah.
pulled pork. He's won Memphis in May, grand champion. He's won it in pulled pork several times. Chris has.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, wine
UJ
sauce is fairly relatively new, isn't it? I mean, it's not the traditional.
They've been doing it.
Yeah.
Big Bob Gibson's invented it probably 50s, 60s, maybe the 70s.
Okay.
But it was Paula Dean doing it on Food Network that brought it to the world's attention.
Okay.
Yeah. Even to South Alabama, I was unaware of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then when I moved to Nashville, there was a place called Witt's Barbecue, and then we got to go to the break real quick. And at first, I despised it because I'm like, this is barbecue sauce. It's a bottle full of vinegar.
Mm-hmm.
And now I would much rather have the bottle full of vinegar than I would most barbecue sauces.
Everything seems so rich. And like you said, the sugar, that just kind of trick. The brown sugar is just, when it starts biting the back of your throat.
Yeah. The sugar is added to the cider vinegar for what is called East-Western or West-Eastern Carolina. There's some conflicting directions in it, Carolina style.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little brown sugar in it to cut the acidity, little black pepper in that. And some people maybe a squirt of ketchup, but not much.
251-343-0106 is where you can get in on the conversation talking about bittery, sugary, white barbecue sauces.
Or red. Or blue. Or root beer.
What?
For more than 50 years, Movie Away magazine has showcased the history, style, arts, dining, and entertainment that defines excellence on both sides of Movie Bay. Each month's issue is filled with our unique Southern Alabama culture, beautifully captured and told through engaging articles and stunning photography. When you subscribe to Movie Bay magazine, you'll be swept into the pages where recipes, familiar places and faces, and untold stories abound. Start your journey today by visiting movieobaymag.com. That's movieobaymag.com.
Hello again, friends. I'm Randy Bergen, inviting you to join me, Coach Rick Leland, and Coach Mark Lassiter for the Trip Sports Report presented by Alpha, and we'll be coming to you live from the Eastern Shore Toyota and Hyundai Studios for 2 hours beginning at 8 a.m. every Saturday morning. We'll visit with coaches, athletes, administrators, and more as we'll keep you up to date on all things prep along the Gulf Coast of Mississippi, Florida, and the state of Alabama. Wake up with the Prep Sports Report team this Saturday morning starting at 8 a.m. right here on FM Talk 106.5.
Worry less about technology changes or the loss of a key team member. Call Ascension Technologies today to discuss how an IT advocate can keep your business prepared. Call 243-4224. Ascension Technologies of Mobile. If you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, please call this toll-free number right now, 800-410-4036. That's 800-410-4036. Calling your addiction team. You're taking the first steps to recovery. Don't fight addiction alone. Their advisors are ready to take your call. Your future is still a bright place. The help you need could be one call away. 800-410-4036. That's 800-410-4036. This call is completely confidential. And if you have private insurance, there could be little to no cost to you. Even if you've already been to treatment, give us a call. There is no need to let addiction ruin your life. Take the first step now. Call your addiction team at 800-410-4036. That's 800-410-4036. Make the free call now. 800-410-4036. Your addiction team is a third-party advertiser for various treatment centers and placement networks. Individual results will vary. Visit youraddictionteam.com/terms for more information.
We were supposed to get a colonoscopy, but stuff came up. Well, we did have to make up the twins for practice. You said you get it taken care of, but stuff.
But then we had to go to town to get my father-in-law.
And grab dinner. But if you're 45 and older, it's time to get checked. It's the best way to prevent colon cancer, and there are multiple screening options available. Don't let butt stuff get in the way of your screening. Visit the Colorectal Cancer Alliance at ccalliance.org or call 877-422-2030.
Here are the scores and the biggest sports news to start your day.
It just caught people so off guard. So, oh, okay.
Sports with Dozer Wig only on Mobile Hornet. To get on the line, call 343-0106. Now back to Mike and Stu.
Oh, man, that joke would not have gone over well in Nashville. Mike shows me a guitar and said, I wish I could play guitar because this is pretty.
Well, I don't want to play an ugly
What is that?
guitar.
Actually a joke, isn't it?
Willie Nelson does. It's
Yeah.
got a freaking hole in it.
Well, most box guitars do have holes in them.
But other than the one that was designed,
His guitar hole has a hole.
it has a spare hole.
Spare hole.
Yeah.
Okay.
From wear and tear.
Wonder how many picks
I
he's lost
think
in there.
they actually make guitars now,
Mhm.
brand new, that look like the one Willie Nelson has always
Well,
played.
look at the one that Stevie Ray Vaughan played. Man,
Yeah.
That's kind of like buying jeans that a factory's already cut and sliced in the front and made them, frail,
right.
and made them frail or whatever.
Distressed.
Distressed.
Yeah.
That when you can buy jeans that are already like that. I buy jeans and they end up getting that way. I should be selling them.
All right, so we had a commenter, Mike, during the break.
Uh-oh.
But we need to get to
Yeah.
stuff first. Take
Yeah,
care of
let's
business.
thank the people who help us. Is Bob's Downtown Diner on the corner of Fat and Happy, Peace, Love, and Bacon Grease, and go by there and say hi to all the ladies that I'm the great value daddy to.
Saccharine Dad.
You have to go on
That's a
Facebook.
great
to get
Facebook
it, to
post.
get
I
it.
love that.
Anyway, it was funny.
White Stevia Daddy.
There you go. And God. And thank you for Labor Sean Wine and Tapas Bar. Great pimento cheese. Oh my God. And I think they have the best charcuterie boards on the Gulf Coast.
On the planet.
On the planet.
On the planet of Gulf
They
Coast.
do. They're beautiful. They're
Planet Gulf
They're
Coast.
plentiful. They're well worth the price.
And you get to keep the board?
No.
Oh,
I
that'd
don't
be
get to keep
fancy.
the one. That'd be a good
You know
concept,
what would
wouldn't
be good on that charcuterie board?
it? What?
Some Hall sausage from Hall Sausage.
You
and
know,
Wholesale
you're right.
Meats there.
That would be
Chickasaw, Alabama.
that would be wholesome.
Iroquois. By the way, I went kayaking on 8 Mile Creek last Sunday.
Mhm.
And the launch we went to is in Chickasaw. And I lived in Chickasaw for almost a decade. I never knew this existed.
How about that?
And so I'm having to actually use Google Maps to find it. And it says turn left on Iroquois Street. That's how it's pronounced. I'm not joking when I say that.
Yeah.
That tribe was called Iroquois, not Iroquois. But we being Americans,
Iroquois.
we pronounce it how we want to.
And being Southern Americans.
Yeah.
They're
But it was a
We'll do
neighborhood.
discussion with Socher and Sochet one day. I promise you that was.
It's Socia. Yeah. Yeah.
I
It's
was working at a
Saucier.
radio
Saucier.
station in the late 90s, early 2000s, and my partner and I, opened that can of worms. Oh,
Mhm. Okay, go Shay.
Gulf you.
Hey man, this is
Gaucher.
Jimbo Cuevas from Gaucher.
Oh my goodness. It was a discussion.
Oh,
A
man.
full
I
morning.
had a friend that worked at Domino's Pizza in Long Beach in the 80s when they would do the $5 large pepperonis. And she said just to have fun, they would go, I have an order for Cuevas, to watch 27 people stand up because it's the most popular last name in that part of Mississippi. Cuevas.
It's like you want Louisiana and said, is there any Landry's here?
Well, I think Cuevas is a Cajun name.
Could be.
Yeah, I think. But it's really odd that so many people with that last name live in one tiny area.
Mm-hmm.
Mozart. But and the families stick together.
But also, please don't forget about Floshell. Go see the mayor of Floshell,
Yeah.
Roy Seaver at Butch Cassidy's. You know, that place is just. I was in there the other day, and it was so busy. I love seeing restaurants, and we got a thing going on. There's a lot of restaurants closing down, but there's a lot of restaurants opening too. And
everything has an expiration date.
Yeah.
When something closes, we shouldn't go, oh man, that's terrible that it closed. We should go, man, they had a good run and it's time for something else.
It's rare that you get a Butch Cassidy's or Heroes or a Dewdrop in, and they just continue to go. I mean, look how long they've been in business. And and we wish every restaurant locally, mom and pops especially, could have a run like that.
Yeah.
So support local, be local, folks. That's what we say.
Okay, so we got a comment.
Mm-hmm.
It says blue barbecue sauce, root beer, can't leave me hanging, dude. Explain.
Exactly.
So start with your root beer barbecue sauce.
It was something I threw together, and it got kind of popular, but because of COVID, hadn't made it in a while. But I am now certified by the Auburn University in the state of Alabama and the health department to start making, and the drug administration to produce my own barbecue sauce.
I'm glad they understand barbecue is a drug. It is.
Mhm.
It's wonderfully addictive.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I do the root beer.
Did it win some kind of blue ribbon or something?
I got Kansas City 2013
That sounds more accurate.
2013 People's Choice Award at the Kansas City Barbecue Association.
National barbecue
for People's Choice of favorite barbecue sauce.
Yeah,
And it's like an Olympic medal. It's a big, thick, round metal thing on a blue ribbon, and I've been on a red ribbon,
and there was a ribbon on your bottle.
I put a copy of it on my bottle.
Yeah,
but it's in a whiskey flask, so it can't be mistaken for anything else
except whiskey.
And it says
really,
and it says, because I'm a dipper, it says Bailey's
sauce.
Original Root Beer Barbecue and Dipping Sauce. Yeah. And it's for fatigue meats. It's to cure fatigue meats and lame grilling.
Yeah. We used to use it to do a root beer barbecue buffalo wing, which was just straight root beer barbecue sauce. It was phenomenal for that. And then I told Mike this, and I don't know that you ever tried it. Mix them into a mayonnaise and make a root beer aioli.
That'd be great.
So good on
awesome.
So many things I use them. As far as the blueberry goes, Peter, I was the chef that helped open up the market there on St. Louis Street. And the first year we were there, they entered us in the Mobtown Burger Week. And our burger, the St. Louis Blues Burger, won the People's Choice. And it was basically a black and blue burger that I added my homemade blueberry barbecue sauce to. Black and blue burger. Yeah. Oh, that's right. You're from Kansas.
It's good.
A black and blue burger is a patty that is blackened, and then it has blue cheese on it. Black and blue burger.
It was delicious.
That does sound good.
And so eventually, your stomach is
my stomach's saying, "I'm hungry, feed me."
Yeah,
get in here.
But so there is your root beer and your blueberry barbecue sauce. I also did a special when I was at Lucky. Steve, you missed all of this. During football season, I would theme our special on Saturdays towards a significant game involving Alabama, Auburn, or South Alabama. And this one week, Auburn was playing Georgia, the oldest football rivalry in the South. And I took a Conecuh dog, wrapped it with Conecuh bacon, and deep fried it. Put it in a bun with a onion marmalade that I made with Coca-Cola from Atlanta, and a peach barbecue sauce.
Oh, that's cool.
Peach barbecue sauce from Georgia being Georgia Peach.
The only thing you're messing was the water gun.
Well, every hot dog needs a water gun.
Well, I mean, remember the big rival with the water? They sprayed them down with a water hose one time, and then they were bringing water guns.
That is such a reach.
And
that happened in 1985.
Yeah,
those people weren't even alive.
Then they outlawed bringing water guns into the park, into the stadium.
Oh no, it was they wouldn't leave the field, and it was time to water the field, and they didn't care that there were people there.
With fire hoses. They're going to water the field with fire hoses.
Yeah, they just let them.
All right, folks. Thank you for tuning in. Happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there, whether you know you are one or not. And, folks, get out there, support local, be local, buy local, and tip your servers. And
what else should we remember on a Father's Day?
Oh yeah,
provolone.